What's going on YouTube? Just wanted to do a quick little impromptu kind of mini review and tutorial on how to connect your Retrobit Sega Genesis USB arcade pads to your Nintendo Switch. I tried to find some stuff on the internet, couldn't find much on YouTube, found like a little general post on Reddit, so figured I'd try it and show it in a video just for my own sake and anyone else's out there. So, as you can see by the packaging here, we have Retrobits officially licensed by Sega. Sega Genesis arcade pad. I have the 8-button iteration, USB, and it's a nice clear blue, translucent. I love my translucent controllers. Very nice packaging, indeed. And we have Mayflash's Magic NS wireless controller adapter for the Switch, PC, and even Neo Geo Mini. And if you get the latest firmware for this off their support site, you can get support for PlayStation Classic. So I believe that's version 1.26. So just go over there to the support site, stick it into an empty USB slot on your laptop or desktop, and go ahead and update your firmware. So, been using this Retrobit controller for a couple weeks now with my RetroPie. I have it in a MegaPie case enclosure from RetroFlag. As you can see here, we got our 6 buttons. Love this iteration of the Genesis controller. Extra shoulder buttons here if you want to use it for, PC. D-pad, I kind of broke it in. I wasn't too fond of it at first, but it's got the 8 directionals, and it's actually pretty quality. I want to get the M30, the Bluetooth version from 8-Bit Do to kind of compare with it, so one day when I get some extra money, I'll just, splash it on there and see how it feels. Also, we have a start button and mode button, like I said, for PC use for D input and X input. I also have unboxed here the Magic NS adapter here. As you can see, we have some different inputs here that are labeled by the different LED flashes. Also comes with a USB-C male to USB-A female adapter. So you can plug this directly into the bottom of your Nintendo Switch tablet or into the little charge stand that I have right here. Or you can just plug this directly into your Switch dock. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and plug this USB-C adapter into the charge stand. So as you can see, it's in there like that. And I'm going to go ahead and plug the adapter right on in. So as you can see, scoot it over here, it'll give it power and it'll blink with the corresponding LED color input that you have it on. We'll just run through the cycles real quick. If you hold it down for about 3 or 4 seconds. Neo Geo. I have the updated firmware, so here's the PlayStation Classic. Here is the input, the blue, green for the X input. We have red for the regular Switch, and then back to it's a light purple for the Switch Pro. So that's where we're going to keep it on. I haven't really messed around with the other inputs to see if it worked, but this is just what works for me. So we're going to go ahead and take the male end from the USB gamepad, and we're going to plug it right on in. And there's a little black button right here on the side of it. You just want to click it once, and as you can see, it's not doing its heartbeat kind of blink. It's doing this really fast flash. That means it's in sync mode. And you're going to hold the start and the mode button for about 5 to 7 seconds. And as you can see in the corner over here, we don't see the attached Joy-Con logo. We see a Switch Pro Controller logo. Pretty much means that a gamepad is connected. So scoot it on back here again so I can get both in. And we're just going to go, left and right. Left, right, left, 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 right, 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 right. We'll go up and down, And as you can see, our Retrobit Sega Genesis controller is working with our Switch. So if you want to go down to Settings, B to accept, we're going to scroll all the way down to Controllers and Sensors, go into the sub menu, go down to Test Input Devices. We're going to actually go back, Test Input Devices, Test Controller Buttons. And as you can see, Start button is plus, Mode is minus, A is B, B is A, the C button here is L, the Z button here is R, Y is X, and X is Y, so these are kind of inverted here. L is ZL, and the R shoulder button here is ZR. So as you can see, if we just hit all these buttons all at once, they all input like a normal controller. So we'll hit end here, go back out to the menu, and as you can see, it's still connected. We can still navigate the menus here. So nice little alternative if you don't want to shell out, money for, an 8-bit controller, or if you have controllers laying around like an Xbox 360 or One or PlayStation 3 or 4, like a DualShock. Nice little adapter here that can use all those controllers on your Nintendo Switch. Also want to make a point here that you can only use one controller per adapter. So if you wanted to use an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4 controller at once, it would recognize both of those controllers as player 2. One would not be player 3, one would not be player 2, or player 4, etc. They would all be recognized as one controller. So that's just one thing to note. If you are going to buy this adapter, it's, like I said, pretty much good for controllers like these that don't have the support yet. Supposedly Retrobit is going to make a revised controller that will have support in the future. But luckily those do work with the upcoming Genesis and Mega Drive minis. So I like to use this with Sonic Mania. As you can see, I do have the Sega Genesis Classics and a physical Japanese version of Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. So great controller to use for that. You can also use it for the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Those are just some examples. But if you enjoyed this little mini review tutorial of, the Sega Genesis Retrobit controller and Mayflash Magic NS adapter, just leave a like, comment. If you have any other, suggestions, or if you used it with any sort of other controller like the Tribute 64. I know that has Switch support, I think, out of the box. So let me know down below if there's any other weird controllers that you can use with this. Like I said, just wanted to put this out there since I couldn't find really anything, with this particular gamepad. So till then, see you guys in the future.